Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in again. Woody Bendle here from Next Level Growth Strategies. Today's tip for getting your business to its next level of profitable growth is about a topic that has come up unprompted at least half a dozen times in conversations I was having with a number of different business leaders and owners over the past couple weeks. Now, you know when something like this happens, there is absolutely something there worth sharing, and you know we are absolutely going to share it. So do yourself a favor, go grab a lemonade, kick back in your favorite chair, put your feet up, and get yourself in the right frame of mind, because I know you are not going to want to miss out on this week's tip. All right, welcome back everyone. Let's dive right on in. A couple weeks ago, I was with my family out on the East Coast for a mini family reunion. And one morning, a few of us early risers were up in the great room having coffee and catching up on our work emails when my brother-in-law put down his phone, leaned back into the sofa, put his feet up on the coffee table and said, "All right, that's enough. I need to be using this time to clear my head and think." And my response was, "You know what? You're right." So I closed my laptop, pulled away from the table, and the two of us got into a conversation about the importance of making time to clear your head, sitting back, and thinking about things you don't generally have the time to think about because you get caught up in the day-to-day and this inescapable need to always be doing something. And he said something that struck a chord with me. He said, "My best thinking never happens when I'm caught up in the grind and nonstop doing things. It is so important to put your feet up, sit back, and think, and just let your mind mull things over." I agreed. And then we started talking about the upcoming Field of Dreams game, how cool it would be to be at that game, and who we thought was going to win. Fast forward to being back here in Kansas and getting back into the swing of work and meetings. Now, I don't know what it was about several of the meetings or calls that I had in the couple weeks since our family reunion, but I have literally had no fewer than 6 different people, and this is completely unprompted, mind you, bring up how they don't seem to have time to sit or think or clear their heads. That they're just always going and going and going, and it seems to be getting worse. So that got me to thinking, see what I did just there? But one of the most overlooked and underutilized things you can do to create the clarity you need to lead your organization, set priorities, and create the alignment and consistency throughout your organization in order to drive your business forward is a clear head. Look, we all get caught in the trap of taking time for granted. Time is one of those resources like land. You can't make any more of it, so you need to make the most of what you have. However, one key difference between time and land is that you might actually have the opportunity to buy more land, but you cannot buy more time. I'm sensing a few nods, right? In essence, the clock starts counting down the moment we're born, and none of us knows when that clock's going to stop. Now, not too long ago, I saw something on Twitter, or maybe LinkedIn, that made me think. How would our days be different if every day started with a clock that began counting down from 24 to 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds? Interesting notion. And I have to think we'd probably prioritize differently if this were the way clocks actually work. Okay, so here's our tip. In order to get the most out of your time, you need to be clear in terms of your goals, objectives, and priorities. And you need to have a plan. But this doesn't mean inflexible plans. To the contrary. The best plans are always able to accommodate unforeseen situations and opportunities. And to do this, you really need to prioritize time for thought, reflection, and clearing your head. Now, I can't tell you how much of this sort of time is right for you. And I can't tell you what the right way for you to do this might be. But I can tell you that it is something that you should prioritize and make the most of it. Jot ideas down when you have them. Ask yourself if your thoughts are helpful or productive. Ask how your thoughts are behaving and where they are taking you. Think about why you're thinking about what it is that you're thinking about. For me, I tend to do this while running or biking or riding my horse. And once every year or two, I get to do this by planting my butt and toes in the sand at the beach and listening to the waves crash in. Now, I'm sure many of you have heard the expression, sometimes you need to slow down in order to speed up, or at least some variation of that. And I'd recommend that you try this from time to time. There's a lot of truth in this statement. Look, it is so easy to get caught up with all of the details of our lives and our jobs and our businesses that we can easily lose sight of the bigger picture and even miss seeing new opportunities when they are right in front of our face. Take the time. No, make the time to take the time you need to sit back, put your feet up, take some deep breaths, clear your head, let your mind find the clarity you need to take your business and yourself to the next level. So there you have it. That's today's tip for getting your business to its next level of profitable growth by creating clarity, alignment, and consistency. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time.